Hello everybody, my name is Nathan Rogers, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a quesadilla. So as stated on quesadillaclub.com, the quesadilla originated in 16th century Mexico, northern central Mexico, and they started taking tortillas and adding different ingredients to them. And then when the Spaniards came over, they introduced dairy products and cheese, so they started putting cheese in them. And then they would heat them up, and then that's how the quesadilla was born. And the word quesadilla literally means little cheesy thing. So now, the ingredients of the quesadilla. So based on the website osweetbasil.com, they recommend fresh flour tortillas, Fiesta blend cheese, and I'm gonna throw my own little twist with some Louisiana hot sauce. So now, on foodnetwork.com, they say we need to set the heat to medium. So I'm gonna set it to medium on my oven and let my skillet heat up. So now we're actually going to start making the quesadilla. So we have the heat set to medium, and now we're going to take our fresh Mexican ingredients. And so now we're going to take the actual tortilla out, and we're going to set it in the pan. And also make sure you have a spatula in case, because it's going to get hot, obviously. It's on the oven. So now we're going to lay it in the pan, and we're going to let it heat up a little bit, get warm. And now sometimes air pockets will form in the tortilla, but that's completely fine. Just don't let them get too big. You can even like pop them if you want. I don't know if that will happen in my case, but we're just gonna let it heat up. And then once it heats up, you want to flip it over, and then that's when you can start putting the ingredients on it. So now that the tortilla has been heating up for a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and take our spatula and flip it over. Okay. So now we're going to take some cheese, as stated on simplyrecipe.com, and we're going to go ahead and add it, sprinkle it on. It says sprinkle it on and wait for it to start melting. So here we go. Put an even layer of cheese on. You can put as much cheese on it as you want, but keep it an even layer. I like a lot of cheese on mine. You can do however you want. And so now we're going to let it. So now we're going to add my own little twist to it. We're going to add some Louisiana hot sauce to it. And so the cheese has been on there for just a little bit. It's not fully melted yet. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot sauce on it. I just like it because it adds a little bit more flavor. So now you can see the little air pockets forming in them, but that's normal. Don't worry about that. They're not getting too big. So we're going to let it sit there for a second. And then simplyrecipes.com says once you can see the cheese melting a little bit, we're going to go ahead and take our spatula and fold over the quesadilla, and then we're going to let it heat on both sides for a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to take our spatula and we're going to take the quesadilla and we're going to fold it over itself. See how we've got the nice even toast? We're going to keep going with it. So now we're just going to let it heat evenly on both sides, and because the cheese isn't fully melted yet. So we're going to let it do a little bit on that side, and now I'm about to take my spatula and turn it back over. As stated at simplyrecipe.com. Alright, so now that it's been in the pan for a little bit, we're going to go ahead and flip it. Okay, so now we're going to let it sit there for a second, and it should be just about done. So I'm going to let it sit there for a couple more seconds. Honestly, it's probably good right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take it, and we're going to set it on my plate, and make sure you turn the oven off and set your spatula to the side. So now we're going to take it over here and we're going to taste the quesadilla we just made. And the thing I love about quesadillas is that this one is so simple. This is just 2 basic ingredients, but you can add chicken, beef, pretty much anything to it. You can, even the Aztecs, based off of quesadillaclub.com, they had all kinds of vegetables. They even have pumpkin in it, which is kind of crazy to think about. So let's go ahead and taste the quesadilla. I think we did a pretty good job. That's pretty good. Appreciate you guys for watching, and thank you very much.